Most of you have probably seen or heard stories in the news about people getting sick or even dying from vaping this past summer. You may have seen state governors and even the president saying they want to ban flavored e-cigarettes. You might live in a state where vaping has been banned. You might even think it should be banned. Regardless of what you've heard, there are a lot of things you may not know. Every single state in the United States makes money when people smoke cigarettes. This happens through a combination of tobacco taxes and payments each state gets from big tobacco companies under an agreement called the MSA, or Master Settlement Agreement. In 1998, the largest tobacco companies were sued by state attorneys general across this country because cigarettes were and still are killing their residents. In order to settle most of these lawsuits all at once, the tobacco companies agreed to, among other things, pay the states a percentage of their profits every year, forever, to compensate for the early death and disease that cigarettes cause. This means that the more money the tobacco companies make, the more money the states get. This money was intended to be used for anti-smoking campaigns and prevention programs, but it isn't. California, for example, spent just 9% of their 2019 money on tobacco prevention programs. States spend the majority of this money on things like shipping docks, golf courses, jails, and even tobacco farmers, none of which reduce smoking deaths. Some of the states decided they didn't want to wait for the yearly payments from the tobacco companies.
I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
So they sold bonds to Wall Street in order to get their money up front, like a payday loan. But this plan is backfiring for many of them. Some states borrowed too much and deferred interest payments to the point where the MSA money they mortgaged won't cover what they now owe. Declining cigarette sales are compounding the problem, even for the states that didn't overborrow. Since 1998, cigarette sales have declined by almost 50%, an unprecedented drop. As a result, states that sold bonds aren't getting the amount of MSA money they planned for, and they risk defaulting. States that got caught up in this include California, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Iowa, Alaska, Rhode Island, and West Virginia. Accordingly, smoking rates in the United States are the lowest they have ever been among adults and youth, according to the results from the 2018 National Survey on Drug Use and Health. This report notes that cigarette use generally declined between 2002 and 2018 across all age groups. Some of this decline may reflect the use of electronic vaporizing devices. The declines accelerate dramatically around the time that electronic cigarettes entered the market. Similar trends are reflected in other surveys. Since 2014, financial analysts have been saying that e-cigarettes pose a rising but underappreciated risk to tobacco cigarette sales and the tobacco bonds tied to the MSA payments. If electronic cigarettes are contributing to more people quitting smoking, thereby causing states to lose money and potentially default on tobacco bonds, that would make state and federal legislators easy targets to be convinced that vaping should be banned. Enter the public health advocacy groups who are whispering in their ears. Household names like the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, Truth Initiative, American Cancer Society, American Lung Association, and others are viewed as trustworthy promoters of evidence-based policy, but they rely on funding from the government, private foundations, tobacco taxes, and the MSA. These health advocacy groups appear to be at the center of a complicated web of money and influence. These groups, often referred to as tobacco control groups, require funding to survive, like all nonprofits. But the key difference with tobacco control groups is they want to appear as unbiased health authorities, with only the public's health being their primary concern. In order to maintain that image, they are somewhat limited in what funding they can accept, so many of them wind up relying heavily on government funding. In order to secure that funding, they have to make themselves an invaluable asset to the government, and they do that by lobbying on behalf of the government, something the government itself cannot legally do. The government ends up endorsing and funding these tobacco control groups, and in turn, they work together to legally execute their shared political agendas. On the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids website, it reads, "The Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids works to ensure that the CDC's life-saving tobacco control programs are fully funded by Congress." This symbiosis occurs both at the federal level, with organizations like the Centers for Disease Control, as well as the state and local level. This is why you often see these groups at legislative hearings testifying in support of increased regulation, taxes, and bans on smoking and vaping. Two of the most vocal groups against vaping are the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids and the Truth Initiative. The president of Tobacco-Free Kids, Matt Myers, was instrumental in negotiating the MSA, which gave the states billions of dollars in additional funding. The Truth Initiative was created with MSA funds and is seemingly beholden to Myers and follows his lead on strategy and messaging. Consider that for a minute. The guy who negotiated the MSA came out of it with an additional, squeaky clean nonprofit that would support his own agenda, an agenda that centers around making sure the MSA money is spent on organizations like his. Tobacco Free Kids states it does not accept government funding. However, the nonprofit was created by and runs on grants from a private foundation called the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. This foundation is run by individuals from the CDC and FDA, works closely with and funds projects for the CDC Foundation, as well as the Department of Health and Human Services. So while it's technically true that Tobacco Free Kids does not accept government funding, the source of their funding is very cozy with the government. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation also supplies funding to the American Cancer Society and American Heart Association, who also fund Tobacco-Free Kids, as well as the American Lung Association. These organizations team up together on projects that have included pressuring and suing the FDA for delaying e-cigarette regulatory deadlines and vilifying the vaping industry publicly. The weight of all of them together is often too persuasive for media outlets and legislators to bother questioning. Now that we understand the ties that bind all these organizations together, let's examine their reasons for trying to unravel the vaping industry. Tobacco control groups promote prevention through abstinence-only education. But since quit or die isn't a very catchy or compassionate-sounding message, these groups rely on other arguments instead. Dangers to children and unknown long-term health effects are historically the most common arguments. I'll need entirely separate videos to address those. However, their most recent tactic has been conflating lung injuries and deaths linked to black market cannabis products with commercially available nicotine vaping products, resulting in panic and irrational statewide bans on all vapor products. There is a genuine concern, even at the FDA, that such sudden removal of vapor products from the market will result in many vapors going back to smoking. Why would health groups want people to smoke again? While the purported goal of these tobacco control groups is to eliminate smoking, they've also made that task impossible by deliberately orchestrating and persuading state governments to rely on tobacco money as a source of state revenue. The simple truth is that if smoking were eradicated, tobacco control groups would be out of a job. It's in their best interest to combat smoking, but not too well. Enough to show that they're worthy of money, but not enough to become obsolete. And if smoking rates start dipping dangerously low and money starts drying up, what better way to ramp up support than to identify another target that poses an epidemic to children, like vaping? All the better if that new target might also be the cause of declining smoking rates. Because politicians are acutely aware of the revenue they're losing from declining cigarette sales, they are more likely to trust tobacco control groups at their word and enact bans and restrictions on vapor products. Legislators seem to incorrectly believe that people who smoke already have enough cessation options, and they should be able to quit if they just try hard enough. Countries like England, who take an approach centered around empathy and harm reduction, choose a different path, promoting and encouraging their citizens to use vapor products. In the US, powerful people believe that people who smoke, who don't quit, are doomed to die, and it's okay for the government to make money off them before they go. After all, it was their choice, right?
Good evening, and welcome, and hello to another edition of the Ohm Service Live with me, Mark from SoulOhm Reviews, Steve from who are you from? Tales from the Ohm, and Chris from Lethal Coils. I got that wrong completely.
Little Bro Vapes, is that what you were going for?
I was going for Little Bro Vapes there for some reason, but don't know why.
Right, if you're wondering why we showed the video, because that's 8 minutes, but that is 8 minutes of pure eye candy. It's also 8 minutes of information that we as hobbyists are well aware of, but there is such an audience for this video.
Yep.
Now, I must congratulate Danielle on that, because that is one of the best presented videos I've seen in a long time on the subject matter. I would point out that Mark has actually been in touch with Danielle No, I haven't been to court, Ben. Mark's actually been in touch with Danielle, and she gave us permission to run that at the start of the show.
Yep.
So massive thank you, Danielle, not only for saying yes, but for producing that in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Stunning video.
It just puts it all into perspective, though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Whole perspective.
I am not dressed like a private schoolboy either. One has just got in from work, and unfortunately, I have to wear this.
I bet you've got shorts on underneath, though, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I've got my Angus's on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got a plaster on your knee as well.
Easy. What I have on my knees is nobody's business.
That's what he
Good
said.
evening.
Just rub the dirt off. You'll be fine.
Liz, my lovely Huggles, thank you for joining.
Hello, everybody in chat. Chris, are you going to say hello to chat for us?
Yes, we sure can. We've got Mr. Chris Sevenstorm, a.k.a. Tuna, Manic Stereo, Rachel Unformed, Ruby, Gab Evans, how we all doing? Endike Magyar, how are you, sir? We have Timmy, YTS. The grumpy old Vapor, what's going on, Ben? Tiberius Jax is in chat. Tolomac is in chat. Ellen! Wait, is there a reason you guys say that? Do you know Grizzly Vapes?
No.
Oh, he's from the UK and he's got Tourette's, and the word Alan always triggers him. It sets him off into a fit of tics. I don't know why. Let's see. We got NOK. What's going on? Donated $100 to the channel.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Holy cow.
Dude.
That's awesome. Vapin' Irish is in. Bill Richards is in. Ian Morgan is in. Flashy, what's going on? Jamie Hawks, good evening. Deadly Sinner, hello. Coming down the line. And it does look like Sheboygan Smooth Transitions LTD, what's going on? Thomas Leach. Long Road Ohm is in chat. I'm trying to come down, but I'm not. Jay Jerry, hello. Flat Cap Vapor. Gaz, how are you,
Gaz.
my friend?
Good show last night, kidda.
Tom Radio Exact, how are you? Dion78 is in chat. And I think...
Don't miss Emily.
Kate Jones, Emily, Liz
Emily.
Kovalke, how are you both? Colette, how is it going?
I'll have you chaps know Emily gives a very nice hug.
And that's it. That's it.
Is that
That's
it?
everybody.
That's it. Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. It's Halloween. We didn't dress up.
No.
Speak for yourself.
Well, it's your school uniform. We didn't want to scare you any more than you already are doing, so...
Well, it's only because you won't let me wear the blonde wig and the tracksuit.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, well, I wanted to be a Smurf.
Don't. Oh, Harry Pooper. Yes, thank you. Harry Popper.
Harry Pooper? Or is that Henry? Henry Pooper.
Yes, Samhain greetings to you as well, Bill Richards. Oh,
Yes.
Chris Doyle, I didn't see you in there, my friend. I apologize for forgetting you. Hello to Chris Doyle as well.
Everybody, I want everybody in chat to say hello to Chris Doyle. Say hello.
Yes.
He's one of our little spanners, and he looks after chat. So, Chris,
Yes,
it's been a week, mate.
it has. It's been rather uneventful week, but it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. Do you know something? It feels actually longer than a week. I don't know
does,
why.
doesn't
It really does. I know.
Because you guys had Expo, that's why.
Yeah, we certainly did have Expo. We'll be talking about that in a moment or so.
Oh, we will.
So, what have you been on, kiddo?
What am I vaping on? We've got the usual Drag 1 with the Twisted Messes TM24 Pro. We've got the iJoy, different mod up today.
Ooh.
The iJoy Zenith Maxo with the Bonza RDA on top there. I love that mod.
Yeah, it's a
We've
nice
also
mod.
got-
That.
It is a nice mod, isn't it?
Mm.
Got the Pandora with the original Goon on top there.
Nice.
And then, aside from my pod kit, which is the washed up drag, we've got the last one.
Hi, Jason.
We've got overpowered, separated into a single stack tube with the Profile Unity on top there as well.
Oh, how's it doing
Loving
that? That looks kind of a sexy setup now.
And I'm running mesh. No
That's-
round coils for me.
That's chucking.
That is chucking. So that's what I'm vaping on for mods. I've only got 2 juices tonight, guys. I'm running out. So we've got some strawberry cheesecake still that we're finishing off. And we've got this unlabeled bottle. It has a label on it, but that's not what's in it. This is actually some blueberry cornbread pudding
Ooh.
from Country Clouds.
Ooh.
Very nice. Very, very nice. That's it from me, Mr. SoulOhm.
Okay,
Mr. Mark.
me. I'm not on that much, to be honest with you. On me Kelpie, on the MVV, and in that, we'll talk about this properly later on. This is coconut and pineapple cool air from Vape Duty Free, and honestly, this is my new crack.
Does it say Kool-Aid?
Yeah, it's a cool air.
Yep.
Cool air. It's got a little bit of cooling agent. Oh, it's gorgeous.
No, the labeling.
What's
I
wrong with...
can't get behind the labeling. It's labeled just exactly like Kool-Aid over here,
Okay, I wouldn't know.
which is a child's drink. It's a drink mix.
That I didn't know. What's it?
Yeah.
It's what's it say on it? Made with USA concentrate. There you go.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I didn't think it looked that bad, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, I didn't think Kool-Aid's the jug, isn't it?
Hold on,
Rather
I'll
than
show you.
the balloon.
Yeah, no, he's the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, there's no Kool-Aid man on it, Chris. It's a big balloon. It's
I know,
cool
I'll
air.
show you.
Cool air. Anyway, I'm on that and I'm absolutely loving it. It's blooming gorgeous. Oh no, totally different.
But the wording, the way that the words are written, that's what gets me.
No,
Yeah, the font's similar, but
ish.
Yeah.
different colours and
Yeah,
everything,
different
mate.
colours and everything.
Okay.
Also, I'm on my new toy. I'm on the DJV D7, which I'm absolutely loving this. This has got the Modus chip inside. I've got a feeling it's the Minikin 3 chip, not the... No, sorry, the Minikin 2 chip, not the Minikin 3 chip. Still touchscreen and everything. Absolutely brilliant. Loving this mod to pieces. On top of that, I have got the Monster tank, which is from Blitz. In there, I have got me vintage Vimto. And what else have I got? I have got me Eurus box with the, what's it called now? The double up from Go For Vapes. In that, I have got a little bit left of my vintage raspberry sherbet. And lastly, but not leastly, I am on the Twisted Messers 24 Pro with the Eclipse cap, with the Comp Life, or what do they call this one? The Vector. And in that one, I've got my homebrew lemon. That's it. That's all I am on, to be honest with you. I've got other little bits and pieces that I'm playing around with. I'm playing around with this is the Palo kit from Vaptio. Just been playing around with that one as well. And that's about it for me. What you... plethering on, Steve?
Well, I've got new and old school this evening. The original Noisy Cricket
Yes.
with the Black Royal Hunter on top. That Alan and I were at Expo. We walked past Premier, and they were offering a £2. Stick your hand in the box and pull out an RDA. Now, oh boy, best £2 I've ever spent. The flavour off this is awesome. And what better to complement an absolutely cracking RDA, but an absolutely cracking juice.
Ooh, young boy.
Limited edition, this is available in shops. Apparently, it's been out about a month. The apricot yogurt. Think apricot preserve, but laced through with Greek yogurt. That sort of acid. Oh my God, it was awesome. They do a chocolate milk as well in the same range, which is the From the Lab. And you enjoyed that, Mark, didn't you?
I did. Yes, I've enjoyed all of them.
I thought the botanicals were good. But, oh my God, this yogurt is just to die for. MVV2.
Yay! Look at that one.
Look at that. I do love the Oni doors. And on top of that, a certain black and pink spattered. One of the
Blotto.
200.
God, the bones are there.
Blotto.
Is it? No, it's the blotto, isn't it? The blotto.
Yeah, the
Blotto.
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 Oh. Tried it with the Dual. Did a bit of field coil down in the media area at Expo, for which Alan has been taking the mick ever since. So,
I just want to say a quick congratulations to SVT for life. He's been 1 month smoke-free. Congratulations, brother.
Good lad.
Awesome. Fist bump.
Good on you.
Nice one.
and so got it back home, decided, well, single coil it. So I've got a rather large Alien in here. And boy, what a superb tank. Really is. Loving it. I know Chris doesn't like
Is
it,
it
but
easier
I do.
to?
I don't have one.
Is it easier to coil single than dual?
I didn't have too many problems with dual because I only put 2.5 mils in.
Yeah.
So it sat quite nicely. The single, doddle, absolute doddle. And in that, another bottle of liquid crack. EVC's Dead Man's. What a juice.
Haven't tried any of that. EVC.
What a juice. Chris, I don't know, do you get Aunt Bessie's over there?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it.
Think a jam roly-poly, yeah? So, like a suet pastry with really lovely strawberry jamming.
Nice.
Oh,
That sounds very good.
I don't normally do puddings, but this is well worth it.
Everyone wave. Jack is here.
Jackie!
Everybody wave. It doesn't matter what you wave at her, just wave at her.
Easy. Ladies present.
She welcomes it. She throws it right back at us, so.
Yeah, it'd be a case of get that away from me. Get it away. Get that away.
Slap it, slap it, slap it, slap it, slap it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time.
And that's it. No, it's not Rachel's fault. She just helpfully pointed out where the stand was and then proceeded to rape them of stock.
Yes. Oh, that was so funny.
I'm back for more. Oh, God, she's back.
I mean, it's a bit of a divil when they're hiding stock from her.
It's like, no, we haven't got any. We haven't got any.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. No. No, I've got the chocolate in a 10 mil, so I will be looking forward to trying that on some of my own coils.
Oh, that chocolate was gorgeous. It really was a nice. It reminded me of, cocoa hot chocolate, drinking chocolate.
Yep.
It reminded me of when you wet your finger and stuck it in and like that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gorgeous.
it was lovely. You could almost, I know it sounds daft, but you could almost taste the dryness of the powder in it. Which sounds
I'd go
really
with
crazy when you're talking about juice, but you could almost trace the dryness of the powder. Oh, I loved it.
The other thing I did like is, I don't know how well you can see that, on the bottles, to give you an idea of what the flavour profile is, you actually get these little boxes. So you get strength, longevity, coolness, smoothness. And to be honest, I like that idea. I know it's a bit of a gimmick, because obviously you've got no way to measure it, but at least it gives you something visual.
Yeah. An Irish.
Yeah.
I'm positive that you've done that before.
Oh, yes. Yes, Sinner, you ain't wrong. And I can honestly say I'm never going to enjoy try and say that in public again. The only problem I have about vaping reviewers e-juice is it sounds wrong when you say you love the taste of insert reviewer's name, juice in my mouth.
True.
An Irish uses 3 fingers. Ooh, what a greedy boy you are.
Well, not if he's doing the Jeremy Beadle, no.
Well, yeah. But on the other hand...
no need, no need.
Backcountry Vapor, hello!
Steve, lovely meeting up with you, mate.
Oh, awesome.
We have met so many wonderful people over this weekend.
Do you know something? I've got to admit, even though, as you all know, that I wasn't well at all, and I really wasn't well, I had a fantastic weekend. I really did have an absolutely awesome weekend.
A lot of that down to our new YTS.
Yeah, definitely down to our YTS. Timmy, honestly, brilliant bloke. Absolutely brilliant. We had such a giggle.
I don't think we stopped laughing on all 3 days.
Well,
because the
2 days for me.
Well, the Friday you weren't there, Lee came down with Timmy, and oh man, you think Timmy's funny. Lee is funny without even realising it, and it was just so good. Oh, and before I forget, Rachel, is Eve about? No, she's not going to tell me. Eve's been obviously Rachel's been quite poorly since Expo, yeah, and Eve, her little girl, has been getting quite worried about Mummy.
Oh, bless.
So we just thought, a little. Don't worry too much, Eve. Yeah, Daddy's looking after Mummy because Chris is making sure that Rachel doesn't do too much. Eve actually told her off the other day. She's asleep. Oh, I just thought it was so lovely.
Right, well, before we get into Expo and everything, because I know we're all itching to ask it, Chris, have you got any news or anything?
Well, I had a pretty uneventful week. Let's see. Well, Friday I broke my phone. I did not have a phone for 2 days after a lot of stress and arguments with customer services of buying shit online. I finally got a new phone, so that's a thing.
Cool, what you got?
And I got the LG Tribute Empire. It's just a...
It looks very nice case, that.
Yeah, it's got a nice little stand for it, so if I'm watching movies or something.
Awesome.
But that happened, and I have a potential for some part-time work.
Yeah?
I have
Good
a
stuff.
place that they may want to hire me, and what I'll be doing is shoveling shit, actually. Shoveling horse crap.
Okay.
That would be my job, is mucking stalls and moving horses around. So, I don't know. It's that's something that's potentially in the works. So.
Awesome. So, any news on the 9th of November?
Nothing new. It's still planned out. Still, everything's still a go. I'm super excited because this time, well, not this time next week, but as of tomorrow, next week, Friday next week.
Yep.
That's a much easier way to say it. Friday next week. Hello, TVP. Friday next week, I will be leaving with my buddy Tim from up here, taking a bus down to Maryland in Baltimore, and we're going to be staying with a friend of mine for a few days, and we'll be heading over to the rally together, all three of us. Potentially all four of us if his wife goes too. I'm not sure. But yep, DC is still on course. Nothing real new there to report about. We're just trying to get everybody. Yes. So, Tom Radio Exact. There's an estimated or expected turnout of 10,000 plus.
Really? Wow.
I'm hoping that's how many people show up. I know I have social anxiety, but this is a reason why they really need to get out there. And so the more people, the better off we're going to be. So yeah, that's how many people are expected to be there. And I'm really hoping that we see that kind of a turnout. That would be great.
Do you want to just give people the details?
November 9th, DC rally. For those of us here in the United States, if you can make it happen. Be there, be square. There's a protest rally going on at the Ellipse, the big field out front of the, I believe it's in front of the White House, or it's somewhere down there in the memorial areas. But there's going to be a rally down there on the 9th, and I'll be there. Grim Green will be there. I know Mike Vapes is going to be there. I think Ambitions is going to be there. I'm not sure. I think Jay Hayes is going to be there.
Yeah, because I heard that Jay Hayes is going to be there as well.
Yep, I think Jay Hayes is turning out. We need that size of turnout with as many of the reviewers as possible. Absolutely, and there are a lot of reviewers that are going to be going. There are some that won't be able to make it. I know my buddy Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes, he will be going. I'm looking forward to meeting up with him and some of the other Stooges that are going to be there. If you don't know what the Stooges are, it's part of the Vape Stew crew. Vape Stew being a show on YouTube. I've gotten in with them pretty good. So I guess there's going to be a meetup there. We're going to go out to a restaurant, have some lunch, then go back to the rally. I don't think he's going to go myself either. I don't get caught up in the drama, but just based off of what I've seen and heard, I don't think Heathen's gonna end up at the rally. I'm not sure though. He could end up there. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not gonna say a bad word about the guy, but just given on what I'd heard from his videos, I don't think he's gonna end up showing up. So Dash Vapes is going. Yeah. Indoor smokers will forget what day it's on. Andy's so cute. Stan is going. He'll arrive on the 10th. Hello, Gaily Bob.
Gaily Bops, Huggles.
I hope you're feeling a bit better. Gaily was in a right state, bless her, after Expo. She was bedridden and screaming pain.
Oh,
bless her.
Not good.
Yeah, I know. I ain't got the screaming pain, but I know the feeling in the bed.
I'll tell you one thing. Having met her now in person, those eyes.
She's a stunner.
Oh, you could swim in those eyes. Sorry, Gail.
I can't say because she's like my big sis.
What did you do to her, says Jackie. She's still in bed, but she's getting there, she says.
Oh, between Gaily and Mama, I was exhausted watching those two run around.
Oh, blooming heck, you're not kidding.
Jules was unbelievable. And Steve.
Yeah. Oh, Stevie, bless him.
Yeah.
You've cursed him.
Oh, you're not kidding. So, Chris, because you've now got a new phone, are we going to get some photos?
We are. Now that I've got a phone that's actually capable of taking photos.
Because it would be nice if you could take a load of photos and then we can get it on the website. That'd be absolutely awesome. Because I know a gentleman that can do that now.
What? What?
If you haven't had chance, if you pop over to the SoulOhmreviews.com, you will be able to see a few photos of Expo on there. Courtesy of Steve BFG.
There may be some familiar faces on there as well.
There will be a lot of familiar faces. Mine.
Now,
There you go.
forget yours.
Me. It's all about me. It's me.
Stevie's on there. We have Chris and Rachel. Chris wearing the Lethal Coils t-shirt as well.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. Honestly, that was absolutely brilliant. That seeing him in his Lethal Coils t-shirt.
But honestly, what a weekend. I mean, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the guys in the media area, because obviously turning up without Mark, I was nervous as hell.
Yeah.
In front of me are all the people that I've been watching for years on YouTube. You know, and
I'm dying.
props to TVP. You found the meerkat, haven't you? Props to TVP. Bless him. Within 2 minutes of walking in, he's taking the mic. It was awesome.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Now you know why we call Alan.
Kaylee.
Alan.
Yeah, now
Alan.
I get it. Yep. Actually, you can thank grumpy old Vaper for that. He sent that to me in a PM.
Gailey, don't have to apologise for that. I told you I've got buyers now for that microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we know Rip Trippers is not giving up vaping.
Vaping Bunny. Bubbles.
Tom Radio Exact, another good question. What can we do outside the U.S.? You guys can make the phone calls that we can make. You know, you guys can call the White House. You guys can call the representatives of the state and explain to them, you know, how it's helped you and give your testimony on what vaping means to you. You guys can make those calls as well. So that's something that you guys can do in the UK. And you know, we appreciate all the help. I'm not asking anybody to. Hello, Bunny.
Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to start giggling, but Irish just put he'd give his left nut to get his hands on that mic. I think you need to talk to Zan, Irish. Oh, bless. No, it was the mic. We were using the Lavalier mics.
Oh,
when we did the live. Yeah, and Gailey sort of tucked it, shall we say,
in a nice warm place.
Between the twins, shall we say. It was just brilliant.
Well, we might as well talk about Expo.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I'm sorry, Chris, but
No.
What a place! What an event! For me personally, like I said at the beginning of the show, it was one of the best expos I've been to. No, it didn't fall out.
No. No. It was compared to others we've been to, the mood was very relaxed.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, we did have a couple of incidents where things were stolen. Gail had a couple of
was it
things
M25s
nicked.
or something?
Yeah. And Stevie, unfortunately, while he was working the stall,
He had an old Trona Raider in purple stolen.
Now, there are posts up on Facebook. Oh, the Solimero went as well.
Oh, blooming out.
Jesus.
I think if I was gonna, if Vape Tube are watching, and for next time, in the media area, I think two things would be a really handy idea. One would be lockers.
Yep.
And two would be more seats. I know that sounds daft, but if you could get lockers there, that would be absolutely brilliant. So you got your locker, because you know that being reviewers, they're going to have sample packs and things like that, and they need to put them somewhere safe, but still need to be able to walk around. So if they had actually a locker, a dedicated area, so they could have a locker each, I think that would be brilliant.
I mean, probably not practical one each, but something where you can lock stuff away. You know, especially when you're bringing back stuff from stalls for review. You know, because it was going to be a magnet.
Yeah.
I still can't believe somebody actually went through bags.
I can't. But
Yeah.
saying that, the problem with the media centre is that, so like, there was other people coming in there as well. It wasn't like it was a secure area. You've got people coming in to see reviewers, and obviously you don't know, you can't keep an eye on everything. So I think, yeah, if they could organise some lockers, I think that would be absolutely brilliant. That, you know, you get there in the morning and you take your key and you can put your stuff away. Also, I think on another level, it would look tidier.
True.
Instead of having bags and bags and bags everywhere, like it was. And believe it or not, where the sign was, if you looked at the sign and how Vape Tube was right down at the bottom, most people's bags were there, so you couldn't even see the Vape Tube sign.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we did try and keep that,
Yeah, I know
bit
we
clear
did.
for obvious reasons. I mean, we were talking about this with James, and he did say, you know, it looked great on paper. It was only when it was up that he realised the mistake he'd made. You know, the ping pong table was weird, but by God, we had some fun with it. Did we? And the booth.
Oh, the booth was ace.
Massive thank you to James and everybody for supplying that. Shame it was a bit sticky, that couch, but hey.
Yeah, well, it was a casting couch.
Be interesting to see who the next guests are.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, thanks to Mark, I got to meet Grim. Oh, man.
Oh, we had a good
day.
old chat with Grim and Kent, didn't we?
You'd have been able to go up and meet him yourself.
Dude, I wouldn't. I was babbling like a schoolgirl. I was
when I met him.
way too nervous.
Yeah, but Chris,
Did you see the first picture of me with Grim?
Chris, I was walking up and Grim blooming shouted me.
He shouted you?
Yeah. Shouted me and grabbed hold of me and gave me a big hug.
No way.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, because he knows I'm vape famous and that, you know.
Yeah. Just to answer Bunny's question, the plastic sheeting was there for a reason. I've seen Lethal Weapon 2. I avoid the plastic sheeting.
Isn't that when he sat on Bug? Or is that 3?
That's 3 with the bomb. Did Fangirl, I was squealing like a 16-year-old at her first party.
Tom, I bought one thing. I bought that, which is the Deja Vu D7. That's all I bought.
So, here's my dirty look when I met Grim. He had to go off his trousers after that.
I was going to say, that's an orgasm face.
Yeah.
I've been corrected. And I ain't arguing with Bunny. The bomb was number 2.
I thought the bomb was number 2.
I thought it was number 3.
Well, he must have been doing a number 2 on the Bog.
Stop it.
Number 2 always happens on the Bog.
Yeah.
Sinner, that's what I was inferring, but I was doing it politely.
And Orion's back. Welcome back, Orion. Orion.
No, I'm not arguing with Bunny or her boots. And by God, does that girl give a good huggle.
Oh, don't you just.
Oh.
Can't wait back for me. No. So, yeah, getting back to Expo. Once it chilled out.
Very.
There were
Extremely.
I loved it that there were no boom boom music.
There was, but you had to go up towards the stage for it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was excellent planning. If you wanted the boom boom, it was there. If you didn't, just come back a bit. You know, evening, nice guys, just a little vapey. I hope their head's cleared up, son.
Yeah.
Yes, there was an interesting clip on some of the videos from Expo. Bless. I'll never look at vampire vapes the same way again.
No, that's it. When he made me hold that pint, well, it wasn't a pint, it was about 3 pint blooming glass.
No, that was Marcus.
Jeeps.
Oh, it was awesome. But I mean, it was good because we were able to. Well, me personally, I know Gailey's just put a comment in. She was able to do the whole 3 days because there wasn't the boom, boom, boom. You know, Rachel, when we were talking, was saying the same thing. You know, you end up if it affects you, you can end up with a killer migraine.
Oh yeah, it does. Trust me, it does. It also makes me. The only way I can explain it's like claustrophobia. Makes me really, I kind of cringe when there's it's just a noise. It's not music. It's just a noise, and it just really does get me. So a lot of times that when it's been really bad, I've had to leave the actual arena and go outside. So, yes.
But it was lovely because I'd not met Liz before the expo, so I was able to sit down and we had a chat, and boy, that girl made me laugh. She's marvellous, she really is. I mean, some things such as the dreads have to be discussed at depth.
Come on, Steve, what happens at Expo
stays at Expo. Oh, bless. But I mean, honest, I was amazed because people that we didn't recognise from chat, you know, chatting, and
I think
we
was literally, when we was walking round, we was literally walking 100 yards and then being stopped.
Yeah.
And then we was chatting. We spoke to more people, and it was honestly, for everybody that came up and said hello and we had a chat, thank you so much. Honestly, it made you feel so humble. It really did. The amount of people that's come up and said, oh, we love the show and that, and it was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, coming back to work on Tuesday was a hell of a back to earth.
Oh,
with
God, wasn't it just?
And I've got to mention JP. JP and the candle mint cake, that touched me. We bumped into JP and he said, I've got something for you. And I'm thinking, Christ, it's a gun.
And he goes, you can't have it because you're diabetic.
I was thinking, oh God, he's going to poison me. But no, he pulls out a candle mint cake, which we talked about 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, maybe more.
On Sunday. And it, you know, little things like that just made my weekend. Really did. So thank you.
It was just, I can't explain it. It was just a very different atmosphere, totally, to other expos. It was just relaxed, chilled out, and it was exactly how we said the week before what we wanted out of Expo. We wanted to meet the people and all the social side of it, and boy, did we get that in bucketfuls.
It was great. I mean, the Friday I've never been to before, and I was surprised at how busy it was. The Saturday I was expecting a lot more bodies, and there wasn't. And then the Sunday seemed to kick into overdrive.
I've got a feeling that might have been to do with the weather as well.
Well, yeah, true.
Because obviously Friday and Saturday it slung it down, whereas
Rog,
Sunday was nice.
Hello, dude. I hope you got your Alpha 3, mate. I didn't see you afterwards. But, Gailey's scones. Oh, the baked goods that were flying around the media centre. Oh,
I've got to say, that's an awesome name.
What's that?
Starty Bartfast.
Slatty Bartfast. Hitchhikers.
I
The
know.
guy who built the fjords.
Awesome name.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So what was your highlight then?
Meeting everybody. Literally, Rachel, Chris, Timmy.
Oh,
Timmy was my two-legged highlight.
Yeah.
We had... I never realised the backstory to Timmy. When I said, "Are you coming tomorrow?" And he's like, "Well, if I can do it." And to see him there Saturday would just... Oh, I'm going to go all gushy, and I know there's going to be a gay coming up in the chat. Honest to God, it was brilliant. And then on Monday, Tim's mum, Tim put a post up about, Vape Expo and thanking everybody. And his mum put something in there. And I must admit, I missed it. I did miss a little. It
nearly
got me there.
It choked me up. It choked me up, it did.
But I really hope Timmy enjoyed it as much as we did, because it was superb.
It was
really
brilliant.
was.
It really
Having
was.
our little YTS.
Well, we were hanging around like a gang. It was ace. The only regret that I've got, the biggest regret I've got, is I never took a photo of us all.
I know.
I can't believe it. Well, my head was shed anyway, but I never thought about taking a photo because it was awesome. Because we had Lethal Coils t-shirt, we had a load of SoulOhm t-shirts, and we were ace. It was like
Tales from the Home t-shirt.
Yeah.
It was like a little SoulOhm crew at one point.
It was awesome. We should have took a photo. The only problem with me, everyone knows that I want well, but yeah, that's the only regret I've got. But did we ever giggle coming up and coming back down again?
Oh God, did we? Between roundabouts 3 times, trying to find lanes in the dark, the rain made it fun, and then Sunday it just turned into this idyllic morning.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, Sunday was ace, wasn't it? We had Delta Blues on.
Oh, how chilled were we by the time
by
we
the time we got to
Birmingham?
Expo, it was like, yeah, I can do this. Bring it on.
We had such a giggle. Absolutely. But Timmy, I didn't want to sort of go into that much detail because it's your story, not mine, mate.
Yeah.
But honest, mate, you blew me away.
He's so funny, though.
He is.
He's so blooming funny.
And if you ever get a chance to meet Timmy, let him tell you some of the chef stories.
Yeah, we'll not mention about the steaks.
No. We don't mention steaks. No.
Don't mention steaks.
Oh,
dear.
blimey.
So, Chris, have you got any expos or like that coming up besides obviously the 9th?
Nope. Not until March.
Not until March.
Not for me, anyway.
Well, we'll be...
That'll be NVE again. Like I went to it this year.
Yeah.
Timmy's just put, no, they're bad. No chef stories till after the watershed.
Literally.
Have her cleaned and sent to my room.
Yes. Oh, you're not kidding, boy. But yeah, I've literally, I can't thank the people enough that came up to us. Honestly, you just made his weekend. And can't forget Orion as well. Don't forget Orion.
Definitely not, because Expo wouldn't be Expo without Alan.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
and it
we
was
had
nice to see Danny MBK as well. He's looking really well.
Oh, he's looking fantastic. I mean, looking at some of the pictures, which we got up on the website, but I looked at me and then I looked at Danny and I just thought, damn. You know, he is looking absolutely brilliant. He really is. And it was so good to see him.
It was great the whole weekend. I mean, we're like a big old family anyway, especially, you know, with Gail, Bunny, Jules, Stevie and all the rest of them, Vic and all them lot. And it was nice to meet up and have a nice little chinwag and a hug and just chill out with everyone. And
Zan.
Yeah.
How funny was Zan? Until you seen Zan coming full bore, we were doing the live, and all of a sudden all we could see was Zan suddenly got up and headed for the door. And I'm thinking, what the hell have we said?
Oh, and then we had Vic dancing in front of us. Oh,
I've never seen Vic move so quickly as when I leaned forward to switch the camera around. He went from 0 to 60 in under a second.
Yeah, I've never seen Vic move so fast. Oh, that were amazing, that.
Oh,
and then we had Bo on as well, didn't we?
Oh,
what
a guy.
And talking of Bo, he will be
Indeed.
coming on as a special guest next week.
So, more questions about the Vapory.
A lot more.
More questions about Vape Punks, which is his brand. And might even slip a question in about Annette. It was his lovely... Now, I think his partner, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
Yes, his lovely partner, who we also met. And the tale of the subtitles for those in the world. Bunny, you ain't kidding. No, Lethal's not falling asleep. Leave Lethal alone.
Bless him. Lethal,
No, not asleep.
come join us, Lethal. Come join us. Come closer. Come closer.
Come closer, boy.
Come closer. I do feel a little bit guilty for Chris because obviously he couldn't make it.
I was there in spirit.
Yeah.
You were there plastered across Chris's chest.
What a better place to be.
Taught Rachel into buying a t-shirt.
Did he?
No, you should.
Well, I think one being in any household is enough.
Well, I must say, I think Expo got it absolutely bang on with the layout.
I enjoyed the
return.
layout. It was a little bit harder to navigate because you kept on feeling like you'd missed something.
There were some weird little sort of villages
Yeah.
of stalls, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a little bit weird. I think the Modders Gallery was a bit weak. I also thought the NNA where they was positioned wasn't a good place to put them.
I do think that's because it was last minute with
Yeah,
the
I
NNA.
know it was last minute. I still think it was not a great place to put the NNA, which could have been a better position than that, I'm sure. But yeah, there was quite a few stalls that were just empty, weren't there?
Yeah, especially up towards the stage, which was a bit of a. It didn't look good, did it?
No.
Because they tended to be on the main drag. So you were walking up, and then empty space. It was really weird. I mean, the NNA would have been much better in one of the empty stalls.
Yeah, Andy, it's always the same in October. They always do that one for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, to be honest though, the outside, the bigger gap around the outside worked for me. Because if you wanted to get from one end to the other quickly, you just went through all the stalls and straight down the outside. It was great. Now, I think we ought to talk about the aggressive leafleters.
Yeah, they were a bit aggressive, I've got to admit.
The amount of times we were like,
especially Alan. They seem to target Alan a lot.
They were waiting. They were waiting for the snatched quote.
Yeah. Do you know who I am? Have you heard of the word nemesis? Yeah, they was really seemed to really go for Alan for some reason. I mean, there was at one point there was I'm sure it were a girl, and she just wouldn't let him go. She would not let him go.
Oh, it's one of the Indian.
Yeah, she literally
The one
followed
dressed
him for
like
about
the
100
Indian.
yards as he was walking.
Oh, he was a leaflet magnet. Too.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
No, I mean, I just last year it's sort of you are
Yeah, you're not
Ryan is
kidding.
Alan Ford.
Do you know who I am?
Of course, you have to shave them because you don't want to upset their little stomachs.
And when I give a dog a bone, I don't want to know how it fucking tastes.
Dear Lord, sir. I mean, last year's October, they seem to have reined it back in. And at May, they reined it back in. But this one, they were proper up in your face.
Oh, yeah.
They'll go bounds like butter.
Honestly, Alan was absolutely brilliant. He really was. He had me in hysterics.
Oh, there you go. Rachel's just said, very aggressive guy from Dinner Lady pushing me to try the new disposable pod thing. She thought Chris was going to punch him because he wouldn't let us leave.
Yeah. Yeah, there were quite a few of that.
Nah, no need. Unleash the minge on them, Liz. Yes, wave those beaded dreadlocks.
Hey up, Dean.
Dino!
Dino!
What's going on, Devil Vapor? What's going on?
So, you know, when you was at your expo, Chris, did they get heavily on the leaflets?
Oh, yeah. Of course they did. They wanted to. I didn't really particularly let them, but because I just, whatever. I've got no interest in you. You know,
Even with the boobies,
even with the boobies.
you know.
Just, I know what they were going for. They were trying to hand out paper, and I wasn't about carrying 10,000 pieces of paper.
But yeah, he was aggressive. I think that was the only downside to Expo this year.
Everything else was
Yeah.
brilliant. The feel, the family feel to it. You know, the community feel to it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was really. I just felt so relaxed.
Thanks, Tetley. Just got in from work, mate. That's why.
You could say that you dressed as Angus.
No, Angus has hair.
No, you don't.
Angus?
He's got more
Angus
hair than
Young?
I have.
No.
You're talking Angus Young, right? AC/DC.
He's as bold as oak nowadays.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a proper comb over, mate.
Oh, he's a comb over guy now. Poor lad.
It would, like we said, the community feel was brilliant. The people coming up and commenting on your patch jacket.
Yeah.
We'd never met them before. And we'd got guys coming up, you know.
Just random people
awesome.
coming up and lacking my jacket. Like, it's cool.
We had such a laugh.
Do you know, I'm going to have to
Really
get
did.
a SoulOhm patch. It's no good. I was talking to
yes.
Timmy about it and get some SoulOhm patches.
Up for that one.
Yeah. So if anybody in chat knows anywhere that I can make patches, let me know.
I'll look into it.
Because I think patches would be cool instead of, and then I can hand them out. That'd be awesome.
It'd be brilliant.
And Gator Bops, it was absolutely brilliant meeting everyone. It really was, and it just made the weekend. Honestly, it really did. And I didn't manage to do much networking through the weekend, but boy, did I do some socialising.
Oh, did we?
Oh, you're not kidding. It was fantastic.
And to be honest, oh, there we go. Dino tried to get someone to make a custom
Devil Vaper.
TDV, yeah, one for this battle vest.
Well,
we're gonna have to find some place.
Yeah, because he's got his battle vest as well. Dean, while I've got you, did you see that mashup of what was it? The Spice Girls, County Black Crows, and whatchamacallit, Slipknot?
It was good.
That was a blooming good mashup. Yeah.
It works a treat, mate. It really does.
Is there a link?
I'll try and dig it out for you. Honestly, it was amazing. You wouldn't think that would work, but it did.
Yes, you tell him gaily. A lot of people had heard she was scary. Irish. Didn't know whether to come and say hi. It is, mate. You really have to dig it out.
And another person I want to say congratulations to, and that was Chris from Empire Vape Co.
Oh, too right.
Big congratulations.
That boy slogged.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing that, getting his own stand on that. I thought that was brilliant. Oh, well chuffed for him.
But they shifted some gear. I think that was because of the lovely ladies behind the counter.
I do. I think it was more that than anything else, to be honest with you. Well, so we had Jules there, Gail was there, obviously Emily was there.
Oh yeah, and then we even got jiggled out by Jules, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
Dear Lord, that took my breath away.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, took me back to being a teenager. Did we see the Asgard RTA Expo? It looked
yes.
Fantastic. Yes, we did.
Yes.
We also had a crafty peek at Vic's latest release.
Oh, the RDA?
Oh, I
Good.
so want to get my hands on that.
Really? I haven't seen it yet.
Having seen Mr. Mullen's expression while he was testing it,
I never saw that.
his little face was lit up by, like, I can only explain, like a Christmas tree. As he shot past on his little scooter, all he said was, "I think that's a thumbs up," which, coming from Vic, you know, I think we're in for a treat on that one. Oh, Chum got to try it.
Oh, nice
Good
one.
stuff.
Nice one. I've got to admit, I was quite impressed with the SQ Squonker. Timmy got one. And obviously, yeah, very, very comfortable in hand. I think Zan got one as well.
Oh, nice one. Squonkers aren't my bag, I must admit. However, the Hadron with the backpack, I am very interested.
Oh, I am very interested. It's a chunky monkey, but boy. How much was it holding? Were it 25 mil?
Something like that, yeah. It was a big old amount. It just seemed to work. You know, the idea, and then when we held it, it was actually really comfortable, wasn't it?
It was.
It was surprisingly, to say it's so big. I mean, I know Jules described it last night as the hard-on, but that's a big hard-on.
That's a big hard-on. You can almost hear Stevie in the background shouting, "No! No! It's not a hard-on!"
Well, he did tell her off. It was so nice. I mean, the whole Steam Crave thing, I know there was a bit of drama in some of the groups regarding it. And we went past it all 3 days. And to be honest, I think it was more a case of the Chinese just hadn't whether they got preset limits, targets that they had to reach or what, they just didn't seem to be grasping the idea of the expo price.
Yeah, they were having some problems. I think the language barriers was more the problems, wasn't it, than anything else? Because I'm forgetting. I'm terrible with names. The girl that was from
The lady that was chatting to us, yeah.
She's part of their Facebook group, isn't she?
She's part of TVP's. I think it's Chris. I'm sure it's Chrissy. But she was saying
Chrissy.
that they were really nice, sociably. They just couldn't wrap their head around the idea of expo prices, which was why I think they were slightly above retail, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a bit of an odd one.
Chrissy, it is Chrissy. So
lovely lass.
She's such a diamond. She really is.
Hey, Vaping with Vic. What's going on, my dude?
Dude.
Been a long time. How you been?
Cyclic Scooby. There we are. It's murder at expos because you see everybody week in, week out under all these amazing nom de plumes. Then you meet up with them at expo and trying to sort of get the different. I mean, Steve came up, bless him, and he went Black Country Vapor, and that was it. Boom, yay! Yeah.
Honestly, it was great. It's just a family get together, innit?
Oh, it was great. It really was. I mean, Vic was rocking the Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, he was the man in black.
He was the man in black.
You want to buy a kelpie?
Stop
Want to buy
it.
a Kelpie? I'm not selling mine.
Yeah, we're supporting you here, Vic.
Hell yeah.
That was one of my favourite stories that came away with from Expo. The Zeus juice, when the gong went off.
Yeah.
We were all chatting. We're chatting with Vic, and Vic went, "Oh, that gong went off. I nearly bloody shat myself."
And you turned around and said, "I thought it was his wallet."
Seb thought Vic had dropped his wallet. Bless. Honest, everybody who was in, everybody that was at Expo, thank you so much for making me feel so welcome. Honestly, it was brilliant. No, it's not a flashy Mac. No. Military overcoat, thank you. Military. Best e-liquid you tried?
Well, I've got to admit,
that's a good question.
The best e-liquid I tried, and it really did stand out, and it was the Ohm Boy, that chocolate.
I would. Now I'm an Ohm Boy fanboy. You know that. The apricot yogurt.
Yeah, you went
I'm
nuts
loving.
over that.
I'm loving it. It's just that for me is banging. But the vape cargo, the pineapple and coconut.
Oh, the Vape Duty.
Yeah.
That one. This is.
Sorry,
really
it's
nice.
vape cargo. It's vape cargo.
That's the other ones.
Yeah, they do the distribution, don't they? Wow, what a juice! Cool pineapple on the in, desiccated coconut on the out. Exhale.
That's what I'm on now. It is gorgeous.
And look, just to clarify, I am not a menthol fan by any means of the imagination, but this has got a little bit of a cooling agent, would we say? I wouldn't say it's like a full-blown menthol or anything like that. Just slightly, though. It's just got that coldness, very slight coldness, and it's absolutely brilliant. Love it to pieces.
Chris, good evening, sir.
Talk of the devil sure to appear.
What have you started? That is
Oh my
gorgeous.
God, oh, never mind.
What's up, Chris?
Nothing. I was going to say something, but I'm going to refrain.
Why?
I was going to make reference to another show, but
Okay.
It's all right. We'll just stab you later.
I was
Judas.
all I was going to say was everybody from the UK Vape Show has been in chat right now. That's all I was going to say. But the UK Vape Show hasn't been going on, so I wasn't going to say anything.
Bill, no, we didn't get to try it because we couldn't get near the damn stall.
No, and I don't like mint anyway.
I do. I love it. Now, Andy said apparently the Unruly, the pear drops was very good. I didn't get to try that one, did you?
Which one did you try?
I didn't get to try the Unruly, the pear drops. It may indeed. Ooh, interesting.
It may return.
Oh, apparently Irish is now nursing a chubby.
Okay.
I must admit, the Homeboy range, just for sheer... it's constantly good. I've never had a bad one yet.
What I was surprised with them, though, is what such a small stand that they had.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
You blink and you'd miss it.
Well, if we didn't have Rachel, we would have. I mean, bless her. She, Irish, no need. No worries, Al. No worries, mate. I mean, like I say, the botanicals, the Volume 2 botanicals, I love. There's not a bad juice in that range. Timmy likes the rhubarb. I love the apple and mint and the elderflower. You know, they are proper
You've gone
refreshing.
mad on that elderflower, though, haven't you?
Oh, did I? Absolutely brilliant. But, I mean, not that we're angling. I've already got a T-shirt, so... What I am looking forward to, as I say, is trying the chocolate milk, but using my setup rather than theirs. Because I think what I found with the apricot yogurt is stick it on the cricket. So with a 0.55, I'm pumping out about 128 watts. Boy, does this sing.
Maybe I'll tune in and check that out there, Empire Vape Co. Sounds good, Chris.
Yeah, we'll be finishing in about 10 minutes, kiddo, just to let you know.
Too right.
I don't know if we're supposed to wake this.
Chris,
The
if you want to
8:30
slap
slot
your
is always nice.
link in chat, you can do. You're more than welcome. I'm
Please
sure
do,
everyone
mate.
will find you anyway.
like he's hard to find.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you for the post with the snust, Chris, because I wasn't aware of that one. It was only when I saw Chris's post with the
This stuff I've not
V8
even...
strips.
Yes, I've been told, do not try these. Get them the right way around. Do not try these. I have not. Mine are sealed. I've not even tried it. Do not try.
Yeah, there seems to be an issue with the was it alkalinity or acidity? It was one of the two.
Yeah, something like that.
Either way, there was some reports of a burning sensation. So I think there's more to be done on that front, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean,
I don't think I'm doing this right.
the question we normally get asked: pods, was it all pods? I don't think it was this time.
There was a lot of pods, and I've got to admit there was a lot of. The only way you can explain it was white label pods. And when I say white label, they were the same pods, just with their own branding on it. There was a lot of that.
You're not kidding.
You can definitely tell that the pod system days are numbered.
I think the AIO looks like it's going to take over, which I'm all for. I love AIOs, especially the billet box style. I think they're a brilliant idea.
Chris, I look forward to seeing that, kidder.
Oh, excellent. Ooh. The Chinese company there that created empty branded pods, the companies came along and buy a load off them and slapped their logo on. It did look like it.
Yeah.
You know. So, oh God, yeah. Mate, I am so looking forward to now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that, yeah.
Dino, you're not wrong, mate. It's a weird one with that. I really hope. I mean, I love my Passito. I think it's brilliant. I really hope somebody creates an AIO, but with a bigger build deck on it for an RBA.
Stevie likes the bigger ones.
Oh, I do, darling.
Oh, he does like the big ones.
Oh,
He's putting through space.
Hold on. How does it go? Gay. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, it is an awkward one with the AIOs and pods. It is. I think it's more down to like when they used to. They don't do it as much. Starter kits. They used to slap starter kits on everything.
Oh, don't.
Which used to wind the heck up of me. You know.
What
I've got a
was that
series
you
mod
got?
here. Where is it now? Is it? I ain't even. The Tesla 6 bi-turbo mech, and on the bottom there, it says starter kit. Now this is a series mod.
No.
Wait, what one is that?
It's the bi-turbo.
That looks. That's by Tesla 6?
Yeah.
Yep.
They copied their CP couples kit and redid it.
Well, it's very, very similar to the Hellgate, to be honest with you. Very, very similar.
Well, right, but they did exactly the same thing that they did on the CP couples kit, but they used a different deck style. Yep. Two different
Chris.
tanks.
Yep. And the best thing about it, on the inside of this one, it's... I can't quite read it on there because it's of the painting. But I think it's... If you've got it with two tanks on, they say it'll fire down to a 0.2. And if you've got one tank on, it'll fire down to a 0.1. On a series.
No.
No!
And then to have starter kit printed on the box.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that is seriously messed up. That is a big no-no. But yeah, that's from Tesla 6.
Fun.
It was some time ago, though, wasn't it? To be fair to Tesla, I mean, they seem to have cleaned...
No. It came out this year.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was. I thought it was last year.
No, came out this year.
Right. BFG's just proved he's an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah, where's Aiden when you need to say, "Bomb! It's a bomb!
It's a bomb!"
Boom.
Oh, bless him. He talking about our Aiden. He messaged me yesterday. He's got the flush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he was getting worried about that. Oh, I've built a 0.2 ohm coil in it. Am I going to be all right with it? Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
It's kind of semi-regulated mod, that.
Now somebody's just mentioned the Vinci. I know it's a pod, but boy, that is a nice vape.
I never tried it.
That's the one I got to try in the local B&M.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lovely airy vape. But if you know the pod, if you pick it up, twist it 90 degrees and put it back down again, it actually restricts. You get a slightly tighter draw on it. I wouldn't say it's a mouth to lung, but it's a lovely draw. It really is. My God, there's some chat's hard to keep up with tonight. I don't know why.
Oh, bless. Right, we're coming up to 25 past. Lethal, what's going off this week with your channel?
Not a lot. I'm actually in preparations now. Already started working in the studio, getting everything sorted and set back up so that I can get back to doing some videos. So that's going to be happening soon-ish, hopefully. Might be a few weeks, but that's going to come back to a thing. Other than that, just my Twitch streams in the morning, guys, and that's about it. Maybe the odd stream here and there throughout the weekend this week. Maybe on Facebook, maybe on Instagram. I'm not sure yet.
And then the week after that, we've got the 9th, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got Wednesdays, the Vaper Lounge Live. It is no longer Lethal's Vaper Lounge Live. I have a co-host named Frank, so now it's the Vaper Lounge Live. And we've got that at midnight your time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, you guys can catch me here again next week, next Thursday, right here on the Ohm Service Live.
So, Steve, what's happening in your world?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting back to Tales from the Ohm. And this week, a little bit of retro.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Not just the TV and the sounds, but the toys. So, if you fancy a chat, maybe share a few memories about things you enjoyed playing with as a kid and keep it clean.
I just realized you've got a pink cord.
I've got a what?
A pink cord going up to your headphones.
Yeah, it does look very pink, doesn't it?
It is pink. I wouldn't be worried. Come on, guys. Ever since I started it, it's been pink.
I just noticed now. I'm like, whoa, that's a very suitable color for Mr. Hodgson.
Oh, shut up.
Hi, hip-hop.
So if you're looking forward, if you fancy a chat about maybe your Evil Knievel stunt chopper, your big track, maybe even
Mr. Stretch.
Mr. Stretch, yes, or Stretch Armstrong, it was known.
Or your Bionic Man. Or your Cindy doll.
Yeah, if Sinner wants to join us, that'd be great. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah,
I really am. So, Mark, what you got coming up?
Coming up next week, I've got 2 reviews coming out. I'll be doing I hope I'm going to say the name. It's Palo kit from Vaptio, and I'll also be doing the Eternal RDA from GFV as well. So all back to normal, because obviously reviews have been a little bit thin due to me, basically, pooing myself all the time, which has been fun. I've got the SoulOhms. And then obviously we've got the Ohm Service again on Thursday, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Good evening, Em.
Good evening.
Sorry.
Hello, M.
She heard EVC and appeared.
Ah.
So far we've got cake, steak bake, EVC, and gay.
Yes, Andy Summerfield's Mark had a touch of the SoulOhms.
Mark had an arse like a Japanese flag.
Baboon.
What's going on, Hip Hop Juice?
I like to think Japanese flag, those little milky butter. No. Anyway.
Clackers.
Chris, do the thing, bro.
Do the thing. Thanks, guys. Everybody in chat. You guys make the show what it is. Thank you to all the Spanners. Thank you for doing such a wonderful job, as always. Guys, remember that no matter how bad your days may seem, you are the master of your own destiny. You're the only one in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative your days are. So please remember to keep that positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative brush off your shoulders. To all of you from me, good night.
We forgot.
You want to say try then, Steve?
Good night. Thank you for joining us. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. And to everybody we met over Expo, thank you. Honestly, we had such a giggle talking to each and every one of you. We really did. It was fabulous. And we can look forward to seeing Bo next Thursday, which we can.
Yes. Can't wait for that.
I don't know him.
Oh, you're gonna.
You will
love
do.
it. You are gonna love Bo. It was superb.
It certainly was.
We would. Have we sorted subtitles
We're going to have to sort some sort of subtitles out.
for the non-scouse?
Right, I just want to say a big thank you to Chris, a big thank you to Steve. Guys in chat, you always make this show, you really do. Thank you so much. And everybody, like I said, I've said it a couple of times in the show, everybody that came up to us and said hello and how much you've enjoyed the show, thank you. You made our weekend, and it's a weekend I will not forget in a hurry. I really won't.
Nope.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, big love to everyone, and we'll see you on Tales of the Ohm at 2 o'clock on Sunday, and then we'll see you again on Thursday with the Ohm Service. So, from me, Steve, and Chris, bye!
Bye!
Outro.
Don't forget to join Chris. Should be going live with them after us. YTS, better get that broom because we need you sweeping up, mate.
Yeah. And Gail, big uggles I will give to Jan.
Oh, definitely. Piss flaps.
Fish slaps!
It's chasing us. Piss flaps.
Dirty
Bye.
beggar!